Okay, as a health and mindset coach, I am making a Lifemaxxing advice video for you guys. I saw the trend happening and I wanted to make a video on my take of Lifemaxxing. This is how to life max from a health and mindset coach, from someone that has seen countless clients, stories, customers, experience in the nutrition field, working in sales where you need a very strong mindset. This is how to life max. The first point I really want to dive into is you need to let go of this need to care too much, to overthink, to overanalyze. I see it countless times with what you guys are telling me, the comments I get in the lives or on my videos. There's just too much self-analysis. There's too much rumination. There's too much dwelling on the past, dwelling on the present, dwelling on the future. You're stuck in depression or you're stuck in anxiety. And even in the present moment, if you're dwelling too much of what's happening, what's going to happen next, or what happened previously, you're never going to live in the present moment. We only have the present moment. And I know you guys already know this, so we're not going to talk about the things that we already know. We're going to talk about things that are not usually talked about, the things that are like hidden secrets that I've noticed and realized from talking to you guys and from your feedback and from my clients. So releasing this need to control everything, releasing the need to know what's happening next. You want to know what's happening next because the thought of the unknown is too scary. Even if you're used to having things in a certain order or a certain pattern or certain routine, letting it go. Like, it's okay for it to be scattered. It's okay for it to be like in an entropy state. Entropy meaning like just chaos. It's just how particles just favor chaos. And it doesn't have to be in an order. It doesn't have to be understood. It doesn't have to be analyzed. It doesn't have to be controlled. Life is just going to happen. Life is just going to unfold. Life maxing means you're doing it to the full abilities. You're getting the full benefits. And getting the full benefits mean you're letting go. You're releasing the need. You're releasing the wanting and the need for control. I know you guys have heard this. Whoever cares the least wins. If there's ever like two parties, it's the person that cares the least that wins. If they care so much, they're going to be willing to sacrifice more. Forget this like feeling of you need to prove. The person that cares the most and the person that is just too forcing it is pushing that thing away. It's the same thing with the pendulum. When I'm holding this weight, whatever this matter may be, and I'm trying to pull it really close to me, what ends up happening is if I let go, it swings to the other side. And then in the opposite, if I push something away and I let it go, it comes right back to me. I'm just welcoming that thing right back into my life because I'm fearing it, because I'm pushing it away. It doesn't want to leave. So what is the solution to this? Just letting it go. Not pushing it, not holding it, just letting it go. Letting things unfold how they're supposed to be. Not setting expectation. Not heavily needing something to go the way you want it to go. You can have a direction, you can have wants, you can have desires, but there has to be a point, there has to be a level of letting go and surrendering. You guys are so hung up on what's going to like bring you the highest results. The highest results are the things that are going to bring you the furthest. Overall, it's just the winner is the one that cares the least. Think about it. If you cannot grieve what you don't care for. If you don't care for something, you can't really grieve it when it's gone. What I'm referring to here is people's validation, people's approval, respect, love. There's two places that those things should be coming from, and that's God and yourself. You need to respect yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to validate yourself, and you need to have approval over yourself. And if you're going to get that from anything external, it should be God. Nobody in this world is perfect. Everybody is flawed. There's going to be disappointment no matter how perfect someone seems or how amazing they are to you and how much they love you in their life. They're going to disappoint you at some point. And the sooner that you can just accept that fact, not in a nihilistic sense, but in a stoic sense, a sense of like, it's okay. Like, I'm just going to accept. I'm just going to let go. I'm just going to surrender to the process. Surrendering to life. You don't have to be in control of everything. So this is how you life max. This is healthy detachment. We all talk about detach. Who cares? Just detach, close off your feelings, shut down. This is not the detachment that we're talking about. This is not the healthy detachment. Healthy detachment means that your heart is still open, but you understand the limit. But you understand the truth. You understand where your true validation, where your true love comes from. And it's not going to come externally. If somebody gives me a comment where they say, wow, this video is amazing, you're the best YouTuber, you're the best content creator, you're the best health coach, If that all gets to my head and that's what's giving me validation, and then all of a sudden that leaves, or nobody's commenting that anymore, or I don't get a comment that day, is my validation and my love for myself all gone? No, because I'm not going to place all of that validation and that acceptance in the hands of other people, because now you're at the mercy of external factors, and external factors are shaky, they're unstable, they're going to collapse, they're going to disappoint you. Like, it's just not going to happen. So life maxing is releasing the need for acceptance from other people, releasing the need for other people's validation. Just release it. Like, you really don't need it. You do not need other people to validate the things that you're doing, the way you're living, the outfits that you wear, the way you're going about your day, the habits that you embark on, the hobbies that you do, the way you live your life. Like I live a different type of lifestyle than anyone I know. I read and I go outside and I'm in nature and I spend a lot of time by myself, or I like to go explore and be amongst a lot of people. And that is not how a lot of people like to live. And it's okay. I don't need other people's validation. I don't need other people's approval. I'm in my own path. I'm in my own journey. And the same thing with other people. If they're not living a life that's aligned with the way I live my life, they don't need my validation. They don't need my approval. They can live their life how they want to live. If they're happy and they're enjoying, and even if I don't agree with it, they're on their journey. Their journey is not any more unimportant or lesser of value than mine. And that's what makes it even more beautiful, is that we are all doing something so different. If we were all doing the same thing, this would be a very boring life. We are like a mosaic of different experiences, and that's what makes it all so beautiful and so unique. Okay, the next point I want to talk about to help you life max, to help you reach your potential, to help you just live to your fullest extent, is to stop giving the negative or the shadow self so much power. We've talked about this in a live before, where there's a shadow self, or there's parts of you that you feel shame about. And those things can either run your life, or they can either be in the background. And they can be something that you work through and you kind of forget. There's things that in the past I felt shame about, and if I still continue to feel shame about them, or I feel bad about them, or I feel like, oh, this is negative, I don't want to be associated with these type of characteristics about myself. Maybe it's like anger, maybe it's like if I'm lashing out, or if I make bad decisions. The more I associate with this, and the more I feel this shadow of shame around this, the more it's going to stick with me, the more power this has over me, versus if I just say, it's okay, that's just a part of my natural human reaction to either abnormal situations or circumstances, or just life. That's just how it goes, and it's okay. And you just kind of let it go and you release it. And you're just like, just because I acted that way one day doesn't mean that's now who I am. That's not a characteristic of myself. I'm not going to attribute that to myself. I'm not going to claim that as a belief of myself. That's not who I am. That's just how I acted one day, or that's just like something from the past. The more you attribute to things, the more you hold on to negative emotions, the more you feel so much shame about these aspects of yourself, the shadow self, or the aspects of the shadow self, the more they have power over you, and you're not able to transcend them. Just let them go. Stop attributing so much energy towards them. Stop putting so much attachment to them. You're attaching to them the same way you would attach to good values about yourself, or good aspects of yourself, or maybe the love that you get from one person, where if now that person's gone, oh my gosh, now you don't know how to feel love, or you don't know how to feel worthy, because that worthiness, that feeling of love is gone. You have to figure out, where is the true worthiness and love coming from? It's coming from God and yourself. Every single day you should choose to bring a level of peace to your life that other people can only add to that. I'm going to give you guys an example. If I don't feel peace in my day, and I go reach out to a friend or a partner that I want to get peace, and I want to get happiness from this experience of being with this person, and I'm not giving that to myself, and I'm not creating peace and harmony in my own life for myself first, then I'm going to always need that. I'm going to always rely on that. You have to transcend that. Transcending something means you're going above it. You don't need it anymore. Like it's so below. So transcend these experiences, transcend these needs of yours. You don't need that. You really don't. You do not need other people to make your day better. I talked about this in a video, I think it was on my TikTok, where if you're at a level of 10 of dysregulation and stress and just overwhelm, or just like anxiety or depression, don't wait for other people to help you to bring yourself down to a 7 or an 8 or a 6. You have to first bring yourself to like a 9 and then an 8 or a 7 or a 6 before you reach out for help from other people. Rely on yourself first without external factors. So without external people, stimulus, your phone, whatever, like just you and God. You calm yourself down first. You reduce your anxiety. You reduce your depression first. You reduce your overwhelm first before you reach out to anybody else. Yes, social health is very important. We talk about it. Having social connections, having a foundation with people around you, friends, family, relationships, amazing. That's really, really good. But first, you need to be able to be okay by yourself first. You have to be able to create a world, a realm of peace in your life before you go into anything external. And this is how you're going to build the most resilient, capable version of yourself. This is Lifemaxxing. If you guys have ever read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or have gotten into any type of Stoic philosophy, I just love the concept that nothing can hurt you if you don't let it. If you don't care about something, it can't hurt you. The more you care, the more you have attachment to it, the more it's going to hurt you. If I'm super attached to this necklace and I lose it, it's going to hurt. Versus if I really don't care about this necklace and I lose it, it doesn't really hurt. So it's the same with things in your life. If you're so attached to this validation that you're getting, then if you lose that validation, it's going to hurt. But if you're not attached to this validation or this acceptance from other people, then it's not going to hurt if you lose it. This is the truest form of Lifemaxxing and transcending, because you are going to be at such a transcendental high level of peace, and a peace that is almost like impenetrable, a peace that is bulletproof, a peace that is so strong to its core. And we always talk about this, but just like creating such a strong foundation will help you with every aspect in your life, your health, your personal life, your business, your social life, your spiritual life. All areas of your life are going to be helped with this. Your mental health, your emotional health. The next point I want to talk about is leveraging your time and your energy and your money. Leveraging your time, your energy, and your money is very important. This is the whole concept of working smart and not working hard. Okay, I'm all for working hard when it's necessary, but why would you want to work hard when you can just work smart? We are not just meant to make ourselves sick by living in a fast-paced world. Okay, so slow down. The interesting paradoxical concept here is that the slower that you live, the more you get done. So the more productivity you have in your life. When you live so fast, you're so burnt out and your creativity is just burnt as well, that your productivity levels are just not going to be as good as they could be. It's because you're so mentally burnt out. You're not fully there. You're not with it. You're not like here. You're not giving your best version of yourself. You're giving some like half-ass version, and you're not even tapping into your higher levels of brain activity, your higher levels of consciousness. You're not tapping into any of that. There's no flow state. There's no creativity. There's no ideas, downloads that you're getting. There's no connection with God. There's nothing there. So this is where you need to slow down. Okay, hope the sound didn't change because my diffuser went off. Anyways, back to it. So what is the best way to leverage your time, your energy, and your money? We have to think about the concept of ROI. What is ROI? Return on investment. The return on your investment for your time, your energy, and your money. What would that mean? That doesn't mean multitasking and working very fast. That's not what that means. That means if I am having a day where I can get some stuff done, I have to plan my day. And I know that what causes me to be not productive and what causes me to be stressed is overloading myself. Okay, well, then that's not a good way to spend my day. Or I know that a lack of sleep causes me to feel burnt out or to feel anxious. So what would actually the best way to leverage my time, my energy, and my money would be to actually get a full night's sleep, to slow down, to not be scared of just like moments of stillness, moments of silence. And then my productivity is going to go up because my stress is low. When my stress is low, I can be productive. My productivity is up, which means now I'm making better content, or I'm making better videos, or I'm creating better material for you guys, or I'm learning more or expanding whatever I'm doing. This is how you leverage, and it's going to be different for every single person. That's why when we talk about how to get to a certain version of yourself, or how to get to a certain lifestyle, how to achieve a certain goal, I always ask you guys, what stops you from getting there? What stops you from achieving this? What stops you from becoming your best version? You have to figure out what that is. It's very different for every person. For me, I know it's emotional dysregulation. When I don't feel regulated, when I don't feel calm, I know I can't get things done. I know my social battery is going to be low. I know I'm just going to have low energy and I'm not going to feel good. And I'm not going to get the same amount done or accomplished or the same level of productivity as I would if I was feeling great and regulated and calm. So this is why that is my focus. That is something that has helped me dramatically in my journey. But for you, it may be very different. So you have to identify, and if you guys have a journal with you, write down this exact question that I asked you. What stops you? What holds you back? What is like this roadblock between you and achieving this said thing, this goal, this lifestyle, this version of yourself? What holds you back? What's like the thing that has stopped you in the past? You have to be able to identify that one thing. Maybe there's 2 things, maybe there's 3, but usually it's like this one big thing that stops you from getting there. Whatever it may be, you have to figure it out for yourself. Because think about it, once you can get over this, once you can work through this roadblock, the thing that's like stops you from getting to the goal, now you can get to the goal. You just basically got a loophole. You basically just solved the problem and now you're at the goal. Because this middle part, this blockage, the hard part, the thing that's holding you back is gone. If something that's holding you back is gone, you're already there. You're already at the finish line. You've discovered the loophole. This is life maxing. You're transcending the things that were holding you back. Okay, so that's what leveraging time, energy looks like for me. And leveraging my money means that whatever I'm spending my money on, is it going to help me grow? Is this money being used to invest in myself? Am I somehow investing myself by buying this thing? If I'm not investing myself, if it's like some polyester shirt that I really like from Zara, that's not investing in myself. I'm not going to get it. If it's something that is really going to grow me, if it's a journal, if it's a planner, if it's a book, or if it's a course, that's going to grow me. That's something that's going to be investing into myself. I'm going to get a return from that. I'm not getting a return from a shirt from Zara. And this is specific for me. Maybe you are going to get a return from a shirt from Zara. Maybe it's like for a job interview and you need this shirt and you don't have a shirt for this specific event or occasion because you have to show up in a certain attire. This is a very different person-to-person basis thing. But some things do overlap, like books, courses, just anything that's going to grow you, healthy habits, healthy life, like going to the gym, eating healthy. Those are things that are probably going to have a high ROI for you as well as me. Yes, we know that. Overall, this is how you leverage your time, your energy, and your money. You have to think, what is actually going to give me a bigger return on my investment? What is actually going to be the best use of my time, my energy, and my money? Where am I putting these things? Where am I putting my time? Where am I putting my energy into? Where am I putting my money into? Are those things actually growing me? Are those things actually benefiting me? Or am I just losing it? Is it just like a sinking ship? So ask yourself these questions. Going back to life maxing, we're transcending things that are not helping us. If it's not helping you, it's hurting you. The reason being is because it's keeping you stagnant. If it's not growing you, it's keeping you stagnant. Equilibrium, it's not helping you. Okay, the next thing that kind of connects to the previous point is about your energy. Your energy is so expensive. Okay, it's more expensive than anything. It's more priceless. It's more like you need to keep this so sacred. You need to really protect this. When people say protect your energy, what does that actually mean? How do you actually do that properly and why? Because your energy is the most precious part about you. If you spoil that or you decrease your energy, if you plummet that, if you ruin your energy, if you ruin your creativity, if you ruin your flow state, you're ruining the potential of what you could be that day. What you could do that day, the impact you could have on others that day. So protect your energy, meaning what makes you feel good in life? What gives you high energy? What creates this state of like internal peace and happiness? This is your energy. What drives that? You have to identify that in your life. Write it down. Make a list of like 20 things that bring you energy, that keep you in a peaceful state, that make you happy. I've been writing this down. I've had a list from like many years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, and then I rewrote it like 5 years ago. I rewrite it every so often, but honestly, the list doesn't really change that much. There's just things that are to my core that just help me feel so peaceful and happy, and that just make me feel so fulfilled. And you need to know what those are for you. Write them down, have a list, make it clear, keep that list with you. Now with that list, you want to make sure you're doing those tasks every day. There's something on that list you're doing. If you feel like your energy is just really depleted, very low, you're not feeling good, then do a few of the points on that list. This is how you create a plan for yourself. This is how you life max. Maybe a few of those points is that you love how it feels to have your makeup and your hair done, your nails done. So you make sure you always have those done because your energy is so important. Me, I don't really care about my nails. I actually feel better when they're not done. So it's different for me. I really love making a home cooked meal. I love putting my time and energy into a meal where it's like healthy and I know what ingredients are in there and I just feel so nourished and full and happy and peaceful. I just love that feeling. So that's what I would do. For you, it may be different, but that's all right. The final tip I have for you guys for life maxing, and this is honestly the most important, this will really max your life, is to actually take risks, to take leaps. And specifically like one big risk or one big leap a month. An idea that you want to do that's a little bit scary, that's outside your comfort zone, that's like a bigger risk or a leap, that's something that you're jumping, not just horizontal, but a vertical leap. You may be going to the next stepping stone, but make sure it's not just horizontal, but it's actually a vertical stepping stone. So choose at least one a month. This is going to grow you so much, and this is going to help you with life maxing because you don't know the potential that you have for yourself if you don't actually expand and grow and try things that are outside your comfort zone and take risks. In a world that's so unsure and so shaky and so like unknown, we don't know what's going to happen next year, we don't know what's going to happen next month, just try things out. You don't even know what your potential is. You don't know what is in store for you. You don't know what you could be doing by next year. The more you do outside your comfort zone, the more you're going to see the potential of you, the higher version of yourself, the possibilities that are in store for you. Okay, so this is my life maxing guide for you guys. I really want you guys to actually incorporate all these things and you're going to see massive improvements, massive shifts in your life. And I also do have my emotional regulation course linked in the description. This is a course I worked on for a long time for you guys. This is a course that has my awareness meditation that I talk about a lot that helps you process and heal emotions and past stuck emotions, stuck energy. This is going to help you guys heal those things, process those things. We have a lot of journaling prompts in there, a body scan, lots of videos. So that's going to be in the description. And thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, I'm a health coach. My links are going to be in the description and I will see you guys in my next video.